Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyle, this is Kontour by Kyle, and today's tutorial is going to be a fall inspired tutorial. I absolutely love the fall, I'm so glad it's here. And today I used two different Morphe palettes. I used the 35F and the 35K, and I just love these colors. They're perfect for smoky eyes and for fall. And on my lips, I used the Kylie lip kit in the shade Leo. This is my first ever lip kit, and I'm obsessed with it. It screams fall. This is one of my all-time favorite colors, so I'm really excited to do this tutorial. I think it looks really cool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe before you leave, give me a thumbs up, and let's get started with this tutorial. So first I'm priming my eyes using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original one, and then to set that I'm going into my Morphe 35K palette and just using the matte white shade to set that down. Next, to start building up my transition shade, I'm going in with this beige color. It's a matte, and I'm using my Morphe E27, just working that in windshield wiper motions until you get the desired color. Next I'm going in with this cool toned light brown shade, and again just using that to build up the crease. Next I'm jumping into this darker brown. It's also a matte, and again on that same Morphe E27, just building up the crease, but we're also going to take it and start building in that outer corner. Then next I'm going to go in with my Morphe M514 brush with no additional product, just to really get in there. It's a detailed crease brush, and continue to blend everything out. Next I'm going into this shimmery coal color with my Morphe E36, and I'm just going to start mapping out that outer corner, and then going in with my E27 and buffing that out. Next I'm going into my Morphe 35F, and I'm taking this really beautiful golden shimmer shade on my Morphe R42, and I'm just going to start applying that all over my lid. Next I wanted to do something a little bit more dark for the lid, so I'm packing on this darker gold. It's almost a bronzy shade, and I'm just applying that right over and then blending out so there's no harsh edges. And then I want a really harsh edge on my outer corner, so I'm just taking a makeup wipe and going from my outer tear duct all the way up towards my hairline. And then to highlight my brow bone, I'm staying in the Morphe 35F, and I'm going to use the shimmer white to highlight my brow bone as well as my inner corners. Next I'm curling my lashes and applying some Tarteist lash paint. I did throw on a wing very quick off camera. I will do a detailed winged line video coming up shortly, but I used the Morphe Gel Potted Liner in the shade Slate. And then for my waterline I'm using the Colourpop and Kathleen Lights collab, and this is a Creme liner in the shade Mr. Bing. Next, for foundation, I'm taking my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I'm in the shade 01 Creamy Vanilla, and I'm just going to dot that all over my face, and then to blend it out, I'm going to use my Morphe sponge. This is dampened just with a little bit of water. And then next, since my foundation was a foundation and concealer, I'm just using my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair to highlight. So I'm going on the tops of my cheeks, and then I'm going to run it down the center of my nose and in between my eyebrows. To blend that all in, I'm taking my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist, and I'm just going to spray this on my already dampened beauty blender, and then I'm going to go in and start buffing that out. I really like using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Spray because it just leaves a really pretty dewy finish to the skin. Next, to do a little bit of contouring, I'm using my Tarte Amazonian Clay Concealer in the shade Deep, and I'm just running this right underneath my cheekbones, along the sides of my nose, and then around the perimeter of my forehead. And then to blend that in, I'm using my Real Techniques Complexion Sponge, and I absolutely love this concealer. It blends so nicely, and I love the finish. Next, to set down everywhere I did my highlight, I'm using the Too Faced Prime Poreless Skin Smoothing Pressed Powder with my Morphe E53. Next, using my Morphe E59, I'm taking my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just going to bronze up the skin, going over everywhere that I contoured to make it a little bit deeper. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm using my Milani face powder in the shade 02 Light Medium, and I'm taking my R2 to do this. Next up, for blush, I'm using my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Blush, And I'm using my Morphe R4. These are super pigmented, so be sure to tap off the excess unless you want super duper pigmented blush. For highlight, I'm using the Colourpop highlight in the shade Glow Up. It's part of the K-pop collection. And I started off using my finger with this, but I didn't really like the way it turned out. So I went back with the Tarte and Nicole Conceal brush set, their collaboration. I'm using the fan brush. This is called Fangirl. And I'm just kind of buffing it out, trying to get it a little bit more natural on the skin. For my lower lash line, I'm using my Morphe E36, and I'm basically just taking all of the matte shades that I used and throwing them underneath my lash line. And then for my lower lashes, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. And then finally for my lips, I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Lip Kit in the shade Leo, and I'm just going to line my lips first with the lip liner and then throw on the liquid lipstick. And that completes this fall makeup tutorial. I hope you guys like it. Be sure to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video.